Welcome everyone. My name is Kadampur IIT, working as an assistant professor, Department of Physics, संजीवनी महाविद्यालय चापोली. नवयुवक शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळ चापोलीज संजीवनी महाविद्यालय चापोली affiliated to स्वामी रामानंद तीर्थ मराठवाडा University, Nanded. Dear friends and all my students, today we are going to start our first lecture with some introductory part of our syllabus. That's why the title of our first lecture is Brief Introduction about Syllabus. स्वामी रामानंद तीर्थ मराठवाडा University, Nanded and Sanjeevani Mahavidyalaya Chapoli, following the directives of the University Grant Commission, New Delhi has been trying hard to enhance the academic standard of this region and has taken several steps in recent past to improve the quality of higher education. In BSc third year, semester 5th and semester 6th, semester 5th having 2 theory paper and 2 practical paper and 1 skill enhancement paper, that is SSC. Similarly, in semester 6 also we have 2 theory paper as well as 2 practical paper and 1 SSC. From 2 theory paper, paper first is DSCP, but by printing mistake here DSEP is there, that's why actually it was DSCP. DSCP means discipline specific compulsory paper. Actually every student graduating in science faculty with a physics is one of the optional subject is required to study this theory and practical paper as a core or compulsory course. In this year, 2 such compulsory papers are there. One paper from semester 5th and another paper from semester 6th. In semester 5th, we are going to study a quantum mechanics as a compulsory paper, and next 3 paper is DSEP, discipline specific elective paper. Students have freedom to choose an advanced courses of their interest from a pool of course made available by the university for a particular semester. In this semester 5th, student can choose any one from this optional 3 subjects. From solid state physics, solar physics and astrophysics. You can choose any one of from these 3. Next, practical paper in semester 5th is based on a paper number 12 and paper number 13. Next, SEC. The aim of this course is providing hands-on training, skill, etc. to the student, as these courses are primarily of hands-on training type. Therefore, students are expected to devote much of their time in laboratory activities rather than the conventional classroom technique. Here also you can choose any one from these 2: renewable energy and harvesting or electric circuit analysis skill. You can choose any one for ACC also. Now move towards our actual part, theory paper, DSCP, Discipline Specific Compulsory Paper. I am going to teach a quantum mechanics for this semester. This quantum mechanics having 4 units. We can discuss one by one. Unit first is a particle properties of wave. In this unit, we have to discuss about the electromagnetic wave. What is the electromagnetic wave, or how that waves can be formed, or why we call it the electromagnetic wave. And electromagnetic wave have both wave and particle properties. Why? All that questions can be solved or can be resolved in this chapter. Wave, electromagnetic wave having particle as well as wave nature. Wave properties dominates at a low energy. As we know, according to Planck's equation, E is equal to h nu, which is equivalent to longer wavelength and smaller frequency. For example, radio wave. And particle properties dominated at a higher energy, equivalent to shorter wavelength and high frequency. For example, X-rays. The energy involved in atomic process such as the photoelectric effect are extremely small. That photoelectric effect also we discuss in this chapter. Now, next one is the Schrodinger's equations. Second unit is the Schrodinger's equations. In first unit, we discuss the dual nature of matter, in which particle behaves like a particle as well as wave. It behaves like a particle. To explain this, we introduce the wave function, which describes not the actual position of a particle but the probability of finding the particle at a given point. Furthermore, we consider the wave function as a describing the state of a probability field. Suppose that the particle interaction with the world are represents by a potential energy or potential energy function V of R. V is the function of R. R is nothing but a position coordinate, which depends only on the particle position. That's why the probability field is described by the wave function psi, which satisfy a partial differential equation, and that partial differential equation is called as Schrodinger's equation. Again, that Schrodinger equation can be classified into two. One is time dependent and another is time independent or steady state form of Schrodinger equation. That all points can be covered in this unit second, as well as we will discuss about the eigenvalues and eigenfunction and some problem related with this above concepts. Next, in unit third, applications of quantum mechanics. Once you understand the Schrodinger's wave equation, we can implement all that Schrodinger's time independent and time dependent wave equation for a particular problem. If we are able to solve that problem, then we can use that problem as an application. In this unit, we are going to discuss about the particle in a box, its energy quantization, the particle in a box with a wave function, the particle in a box, its momentum quantization. Next, the harmonic oscillator energy level, the particle in a three-dimensional box. Now next unit, fourth, quantum theory of hydrogen atom. Quantum theory of hydrogen atom. Actually, Bohr proposed that electron did not emit electromagnetic radiations when moving in those quantized orbits. Quantum mechanics now predicted what measurement can reveal about atom. With the help of quantum mechanics, we are able to explain all the loopholes which can be observed in Bohr's atomic model and in previous histories. The hydrogen atom represents the simplest possible atom since it consists only one proton and one electron. The electron is bounded or confined to the nucleus and revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit. That is why we are considering hydrogen atom as a simplest case. We are solving a Schrodinger wave equation for a hydrogen atom in a spherical polar coordinate system and a quantum number associated with the hydrogen atom. This is a brief introduction about this paper, quantum mechanics. If you have any doubt or any questions during this lecture, please type in a comment section and I will try to answer all that. Thank you everyone.